Hello, it's the Capital League Cup competition there out in England. So this is a domestic forward tier divisions that take place in this competition. And for this second round here, also got the Premier League teams that get to join the mix as well too, as long as they're not competing in Europe. Those European teams get to go straight into the third round. So I have 25 matches to go through here, and to give you lots of the games and to give you what the football simulator has to predict, as these matches are a lot tougher to call than league games there, because it depends on whether or not they want to invest in trying to get an opportunity to compete for a trophy, or whether or not they want to focus on the league and get some points to either survive or potentially win promotion. So let's go through these games there and give you what the football simulator has to predict. Feel free to join in and see who you believe will win these matches as well too. So first up is Bournemouth taking on Crystal Palace. So Bournemouth from the Championship against Crystal Palace from the Premier League. $2.30 for Crystal Palace, $3 for Bournemouth, and $3.30 for Crystal Palace. The football simulator is going to go for a 1-0 win for Crystal Palace. Bradford City, 4th Division, against Lincoln City from the 3rd Division. Bradford City, in the first round, they defeated Bolton 2-1 in the same division. And for Lincoln City, after a 1-1 draw, they won on 8-7 on penalty kicks against Tranmere Rovers from the division down. So Lincoln City, away from home, they are the favourites here, $2.37 to $3, $3.20 for the draw. And the simulator is going to go for a 1-1 draw. And there was no extra time in any of these games, so go straight to a penalty shootout, where it's gone for Lincoln City to win it 4-3. Next match is Burton Albion from the 3rd tier taking on Astonvilla. So Burton Albion, their first round opponents were against Accrington Stanley, 1-1 draw, and ultimately won it 4-2 on penalty kicks. $7.50 for Burton, $1.40 for Aston Villa, and $4.50 for the draw. I think Burton Albion will have a decent opportunity here, as past couple of years they have done quite well in these cup competitions. And the football simulator has actually gone for Burton Albion to get a 1-0 win. Next match is Derby County taking on Preston North End. Derby County, very nervy moments for them in the first round. After a 0-0 draw, they did eventually get past newly promoted Barrow in the 4th tier, 3-2 on penalty kicks. Meanwhile, for Preston North End, 4-0 demolition job against Mansfield Town in the 4th Division. So they're both from the Championship, and the odds are basically dead even here. $2.63 for Derby, $2.70 for Preston, $3.30 for the draw, and it's gone for a 2-0 win for Derby County. We got Fleetwood Town taking on Portvale. Fleetwood Town, 3rd Division sides. They played... Who they played in the first round? They played against Wigan Athletic, as they managed to win it 3-2. Meanwhile, for Port Vale, they took on Scunthorpe and came up 2-1 winners. So $1.83 for Fleetwood, $4.33 for Port Vale, $3.60 for the draw. Fleetwood, 1 division above Port Vale, and the simulator has gone for Fleetwood to come away 2-0 winners. Gillingham taking on Coventry. Gillingham's first round opponents was Southend, came away 1-0 winners. Meanwhile, for Coventry, they took on MK Dons and also managed to win the game 1-0. So $3.25 for Gillingham, $2.10 for Coventry, $3.25 for the draw. And the simulator is actually going to go for a 2-2 draw, and then Gillingham to win it 5-4 on penalty kicks. Leyton on it take on Plymouth Argyle. For Leyton Orient, they played They play Forest Green Rovers and managed to win the game 2-1. Meanwhile, for Plymouth, they took on QPR and managed to win it 3-2. So 3 butts for Leyton, Orient here, 237 for Plymouth, 325 for the draw. Plymouth, a division above Leyton Orient, but away from home. The simulator is going to go for 1-1 draw and Plymouth to win it 6-5 on penalty kicks. Middlesbrough, they take on Barnsley, 240 for Middlesbrough, 3 butts for Barnsley, 320 for the draw. Middlesbrough 4-3 winners against Shrewsbury, entertaining match that one, 7-goal thriller. Meanwhile for Barnsley, it was just a narrow 1-0 victory against Nottingham Forest. So this game here has gone for a 2-0 win for Middlesbrough. Next match is Millwall taking on Cheltenham Town. So Championship side against a League 2 opponents. $1.45 for Millwall, 7 bucks for Cheltenham, and $4.20 for the draw. Okay, so Millwall, they played Crawley Town and came away 3-1 winners. And for Cheltenham Town, they were against Peterborough and managed to win it 1-0. And this match here has gone for Millwall to get a 3-0 win. Got Morecambe against Oldham Athletic. So these are two sides, both from League 2. So one of them will get to go on and make it into the third round and potentially play against the Premier League sides. The draws have already been made, so feel free to check that out on who plays who, depending on who gets the correct result. I just don't have that information in front of me at this point in time. So good opportunity for both sides. 270 for Morecambe, 250 for Oldham, and 325 for the draw. Morecambe in the first rounds, they managed to overcome opponents Grimsby as they drew 1-1 and ended up winning 4-3 on penalty kicks. Meanwhile, for Cheltenham Town, they were 1-0 winners against Peterborough, so very impressive result, that one there. Oh, no, one team, Oldham Athletic, I should say. Oldham Athletic, they defeated Carlisle 3-0. The football summary is going to go for a 4-3 filling win for Oldham. Running out of a bit of time here, so I won't go over those first 5 results now. Let's just get straight into it for these games. Newcastle United, Premier League side, taking on Blackburn Rovers from the Championship. $1.67 for Newcastle, 5 bucks for Blackburn, 3.75 for the draw. It's going to go for a 9-goal thriller here, with Newcastle winning at 6-3. Newport County taking on Cambridge, 2.30 for Newport, 3.10 for Cambridge, 3.10 for the draw, both from League 2. Simulator is going to go for a 1-0 Newport victory. Got Oxford United taking on Watford. 4.50 for Oxford, $1.72 for Watford, 3.75 for the draw. It's gone for a 2-2 draw with ultimately Watford winning it 9-8 on penalty kicks, just scraping it against their League 1 opposition. Next up is Reading taking on Luton Town, both from the Championship. $2.20 for Reading, $3 for Luton, 3.40 for the draw. It's going to go for a 2-1 Reading win. Rochdale from League 1 take on Sheffield Wednesday from the Championship. 5 bucks for Rochdale, $1.67 for Sheffield, 3.60 for the draw. It's going to go for an entertaining 6-goal thriller, 3-3 draw, and Rochdale to win it 5-3 on penalty kicks. Next up is West Ham taking on Charlton. $1.25 for West Ham, Premier League team, against a League 1 team of Cheltenham. At 10 bucks, 5 bucks for the draw. West Ham haven't been the best in the cup competitions, and he simulated is going with that theory. 2-2 draw, but ultimately West Ham to win it 8-7 on penalty kicks, just scraping it. Bristol City from the Championship, $1.67, taking on Northampton Town at $4.50 as they form League 1, I believe. 3.60 for the draw, and it's going to go for a 3-0 Bristol win. Next up is Everton from the Premier League taking on Salford from League 2. $1.14 for Everton, $15 for Salford, and $7 for the draw. Somehow it's going for a really big upset here with Salford to come away 1-0 winners. We have Ipswich, League 1, taking on Fulham from the Premier League. $1.83 for Fulham, $3.45 for Ipswich, and $4.50 for the draw. It's going to go for Ipswich to come away 1-0 winners. They should be $3.50 for the draw. Leeds taking on Hull City. $1.36 for Leeds, $7.50 for Hull, $4.50 for the draw. Going to go for Leeds to win 2-1. Southampton taking on Brentford. $1.72 for Southampton, $4.50 for Brentford, $3.60 for the draw. It's going to go for a 1-1 draw and Southampton to win it 3-2 on penalty kicks. West Brom, they take on newly promoted Harrogate Town from League 2. $1.25 for West Brom, $12 for Harrogate, and $5 for the draw. And this one seems pretty one-sided with West Brom coming away 6-0 winners. Brighton, they take on Portsmouth. $1.67 for Brighton, $5 for Portsmouth, $3.50 for the draw. It's going to go for Portsmouth 4-3. Next up is Burnley taking on Sheffield United. $2.70 for Burnley, $2.50 for Sheffield, $3.10 for the draw. It's going to go for a 2-1 Burnley win. And last up is Wolves taking on Stoke City. $1.57 for Wolves, $5 for Stoke, and $3.60 for the draw. It's going to go for a 0-0 draw originally, and then Stoke City to dominate in the penalty kicks, 3-0 somehow. So those are the Football Simulator's predictions for these upcoming games in the League Cup competition, second round. Feel free to get involved. What do you think is going to happen in these 25 games? Who's going to make it all the way and win this competition at the end? Can anyone stop Manchester City winning it for the 4th year in a row? Let's hope so. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And anything else you want to discuss, feel free to do so in the comment section below. Cheers.